The B-flat clarinet typically comes in 5 sections. The lowest section of the instrument is shaped like a bell flaring outwards. It is appropriately called the bell. The next section that actually attaches to the bell is known as the lower joint. Notice the connecting rods along the side that will be used to attach the next section. The next section that attaches to the lower joint of the instrument is called the upper joint. It too has a connective rod that interacts with the lower joint running along the side of the section of the instrument. You will need to be mindful and take care when joining these two sections together when preparing your instrument to play. The smallest section on the instrument is known as the barrel. You can see from its distinctive barrel shape how it's got its name. This part of the instrument is attached to the upper joint. The last section to be attached to the remainder of the instrument is called the mouthpiece. This is the section that holds a single reed and interfaces with the player's mouth to provide air and create vibration on the reed that makes the instrument sound. Make sure, when beginning the process of assembling the clarinet, to put the case on a flat, level surface. I recommend beginners put it on the floor in front of them. Make sure you know which side of the case is the top and which is the bottom. That way when you open it, parts don't come flying out that might cause damage to the instrument. When assembling the clarinet, make sure the corks are moistened. Cork grease comes in a tube that looks like chapstick, but it's not. Just dab your finger a little bit and wipe it around. You want the corks to be pliable, but not too greasy. Using too much of cork grease on the instrument may cause the instrument to come apart while you're playing. Just like in the earlier description of each of the sections of the instrument, start by picking up the bell and then the lower joint. The cork ring of the lower joint will fit snugly into the bell's receptacle by using a slow back and forth pressure. Your instrument may be adorned with a logo of some sort on the bell. Typically, this logo would face at the front of the instrument, designated the instrument's sweet spot, giving it the best sounding tone when played. Now that you have the first two sections assembled, it is time to attach the upper joint to the lower joint. This connection is crucial, and it is important you take care during this portion of the assembly. Notice the rods on the side of each of the joints along with the protruding keys. It is important that the keys and levers do not interact during the assembly process. Any interaction could cause them to bend or break, requiring the instrument to be sent in for repairs. To properly assemble the sections, take your left hand and place it on the upper joint, depressing the key rings while you hold it. Notice that this activity raises the lever on that section, clearing the way for it to line up and connect with the lower joint. As before, apply back and forth pressure when making the connection of the upper joint to the receptacle of the lower joint. Okay, the hard part is done. Just 2 more sections to go, and they are the easiest. Grab the barrel and join its widest opening to the upper joint using the same slow back and forth pressure. The barrel may also have a logo on it. If so, then line it up so it faces the front of the instrument, aligning the sweet spot. Finally, join the mouthpiece to the top of the barrel. The mouthpiece's opening should face the back of the instrument. Once you add a ligature and a moistened reed, the instrument's ready to play. When you are ready to disassemble the instrument, you will begin at the top and work your way down, opposite of the way it was assembled. But first, it is important to remove excess moisture that may be inside the instrument with a dry cleaning swab. Once again, press the key rings on the upper joint so the levers will clear and not bend when removing the upper joint. Finally, with a slow twisting motion, remove the lower joint from the bell and place them back into the correct area of the instrument's case. Knowing the proper technique to assemble and disassemble the instrument can save both time and money in maintenance. The rest is up to you, so get out there and enjoy learning about and making music on the clarinet.